at the end of the war, my youngest brother, late Isaiah, came and told me about this, his commander. Very good leader, very good commander, very courageous, brave, and that he was really an exceptional. He spoke well of you. It made me feel, well, this is certainly a young man that I would like to come, to work with me. And I thought, yes, I will probably make him my ADC. Well, that was, in fact, the hope. But event happened, and I was given my marching orders out of Godam Barracks. Yes, but this young officer went on later on. I don't know whether he was part of those who gave me the marching order. But, he didn't just become, an ADC. He became, a head of state as well, a boss of bosses. And honestly, and I know the amount of work you have done. And over the years, various events happened. And I learned that you are the one who made sure that Dimka either escaped rather than be arrested. And of course, yes, the accusation of me being infaming being the one who encouraged Dimka to do that, me, who had been trying all the time to make sure that other coups do not take place in Nigeria, and made sure that our army remained very loyal to the government of the day, and that was how I started trying to deal with the coup and to ensure that the government of the day continues. Unfortunately, that did not happen until the civilian government at the time, the government of the time decided that yes, let the military take over until they can restore loyalty and discipline. And for that reason, what I had wanted to do, that if a coup ever took place in Nigeria, I hope the loyal ones of us will deal with the situation and return the status quo. That meant return the government. And when we were able to really deal with that particular coup, yes, what happened, was that, yes, the powers was given to Iranzi, and he told me, this is what has happened. And I had to just say to him, well, if this is the case, you have my double loyalty, as a as my GOC and president. Now, president or commander-in-chief. I see, I can see a knockout is being done. But yes, that happened. And so that was how the military government in Nigeria came into being. The attempt by the first group did not, was not, complete. So, it was a military government that was forced on the on the military. But let me say this, General Babangida. Yes, I had a very rough time. I was even charged for treason, isn't it? I was charged for treason. You believe that? But however, such a false thing. I certainly didn't believe that such a thing could happen. But however, later on, President Shagari rescinded that order, and you, in the end, made sure that yes, you in the end restored my rank, restored my honor, etc. And you did quite a lot for the country, even though you even selected me to be the presidential candidate for NRC, wasn't it? But I can assure you, when it went to the voting, I didn't pass beyond, the ward level, the ward level, just to prove to you that yes, the people do not want military leaders as the head. But you reinstated me. You really made sure, and you continue to do well, for which I congratulate you. Everyone congratulates you and wish you well for the future.
For those of you who may not know, Yakubu Gowon was overthrown by Murtala Mohammed, and the second in command to Murtala Mohammed was Olusegun Obasanjo. Now, Murtala Mohammed, after overthrowing Yakubu Gowon, was later overthrown or assassinated by Dimka, and then Obasanjo became the head of state. Obasanjo then goes on to accuse Yakubu Gowon as being the one responsible for sponsoring Dimka to assassinate Murtala Mohammed. At this time, Yakubu Gowon was in the United Kingdom, and Obasanjo then wrote to the United Kingdom and requested that the then Prime Minister, who was Margaret Thatcher, I think, to extradite Yakubu Gowon back to Nigeria to face justice. In fact, when Margaret Thatcher refused, or the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom refused to extradite Yakubu Gowon, this infuriated Olusegun Obasanjo, and there was a diplomatic quarrel or row between the two countries. Obasanjo was so angry that he decided that, not necessarily deciding, the diplomatic row that resulted from the refusal of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom to extradite Yakubu Gowon was a major factor in Obasanjo's decision to move Nigeria away from the parliamentary system of government to the presidential system of government, considering that before then there had been pressures from leaders or presidents in the US for Nigeria to align with the US. So Obasanjo actually, in absentia, demoted Yakubu Gowon and placed a charge of treason on Yakubu Gowon. If he had come back, he probably would be shot dead by firing squad. But what we hear Yakubu Gowon say here now is that he was innocent, and he thanked Ibrahim Babangida, or he is thanking Ibrahim Babangida for restoring his rank even though it was the government before him, the government of Shehu Shagari, that succeeded Olusegun Obasanjo, that lifted the treason charge against him. And of course, you know that Muhammadu Buhari was the one that took over from or overthrew Shagari, Shehu Shagari. And then, of course, Ibrahim Babangida now overthrew Muhammadu Buhari. So this is a chronicle of the long list of coups that Nigeria has had to go through and how the high and mighty are usually affected by such coups. One key takeaway from this is this. This is a gathering of persons, the who is who. In fact, like the president said, it is hard for you to see this kind of gathering of people in Nigeria. This is the cream de la cream. Business, politics, education, just name it. Even religious. This is the cream de la cream. This is a gathering of people responsible for the problem that Nigeria is in today. So one key takeaway will be this. These people are gathering. At that level, they forgive each other. They cut across different geopolitical zones and different ethnicity, different tribes. But at that level, they work together. You can imagine a Yakubu Gowon, an Obasanjo, a Babangida working together now. What about we, the people? We need to be able to work together to ward off or fend off bad leaders in Nigeria. If not, another 30 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, we will still be talking about leaders that failed to put their countries first. So join us. Let us create the Abundance Party. And from there, we can now open the political terrain so that credible leaders can come up, level the field, level the playing field, and then we'll be on the road to fixing Nigeria.